What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. I hope everybody is having a great day. This is a new day, a brand new day for the Dallas Cowboys and for us fans, because the Cowboys have blown up the coaching staff. They just have. Through the course of wasting time, I don't know if they originally, this was the plan that we're going to get rid of Mike McCarthy and we know we got the next greatest coach here with Brian Schottenheimer, or if this is just what happened because they just continued to wait. Just because they continued to wait. They literally sat there, we're going to make Mike McCarthy do the walk of shame. We're going to make him wait to get a deal done. And he got tired of waiting and is missing out on opportunities. This is no different than what they did to Des Bryant. If you'll remember, Des Bryant, they waffled and they waffled for months before they decided we're going to let go Des Bryant. By the time Des Bryant was let go, all of the potential jobs that, openings and things, teams had spent all their money. And so you screwed him from being able to go ahead and get something else. There's nothing wrong with moving on from somebody or something, but don't screw the person, in the meantime. Break up as friends. It's okay. Didn't work out. But here's the part that I think is actually funny, because right now everybody's like, the Joneses, what, are you kidding me? The Joneses, they didn't do their homework. What are they doing? This is stupid. This is idiotic. Why wouldn't you not go out and investigate, looking to see who might be good candidates? Maybe Brian Schottenheimer ends up being the best one, but you don't know that if you didn't talk to anybody else, right? You look at this and say, the Joneses are so stupid. How could they do this? And here's my counter to this. For those out there that say that the Cowboys should blow it up, that the Cowboys need to just scrap everything and start over, that they should trade, well, they keep talking about trading Dak Prescott, that they should trade Dak Prescott, that they should, even though he's got a no trade clause, that they should trade Micah Parsons and get a couple of number ones for him. And my thought process here is, now that we've seen in real time what the last couple of weeks have been, you waited forever to get rid of your coach, which meant you couldn't talk to the hot candidates, and not that you wanted to pay those hot candidates, because, see, Mike McCarthy got $4.5 million the last year. Whereas I'm betting that some of these new guys are getting 15 plus. Cowboys don't want to pay somebody else a good salary. Let's be clear here. And I can't wait to see what Brian Schottenheimer's contract is. How much are you going to pay? Probably $5 million a year to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys, the most profitable team in the NFL, that you're really not paying shit for your coach. So you go through and you see the people that they talk to are just the players that they know, former players. They didn't get out of their comfort zone. So if you see this in the coaching search, when you've seen, with the exception of Troy Aikman, which you have to look at and say that might have been Jimmy Johnson, not my man, Jerry, that you had Jerry, who was so high on Johnny Manziel being the heir apparent, to the point where they almost drafted him had they not taken away the draft card, allegedly. I don't know that they actually use a draft card where they would run up, here's my card. No, it doesn't work that way. Be that as it may, that's how the story goes. But when you think that the Cowboys were infatuated with Paxton Lynch, that they thought that that's the guy we need to move up to the first round to get. They weren't able to do it, right? So then they set their sights on Connor Cook. Two guys who didn't bust a grape in the NFL. They lucked into Dak Prescott only because he was really basically the last guy sitting out there. It was like Jacoby Brissett got drafted before him, and it was like, well, here's a camp body. Here's a camp body. And he turned out to be really good. And the same thing happened with Tony Romo. So understanding that they've gone through with Quincy Carters and things, that they brought in Ryan Leaf, they believed, remember, they believed that Trey Lance, that trading a 4th round pick because we had him rated high in the draft. We look at Trey Lance and we say that was a good move because we have him valued to get a player of his standing and ability for a 4th round pick. That's a no-brainer. Well, it was a no-brainer to you. To everybody else said, you're crazy. You're wasting draft picks. So seeing that they spent a 4th round draft pick to go ahead and bring in Jonathan Mingo, because they didn't want to pay a guy like a veteran, like a DeAndre Hopkins, because, he's proven, but he's going to cost a lot of money. So do you believe that Jerry and Stephen Jones could start over from scratch and build a winning organization? Seriously. The same people that said, we don't need Derrick Henry, he's too expensive. We're okay with Zeke Elliott. We're okay with Zeke. Zeke's good. And we'll get Dalvin Cook because, a couple years ago, he was a 1,000-yard rusher. We're good with that. They can't build a team. They haven't been able to build a team. They haven't been able to top off a good team that Bill Parcells built for him. They couldn't. They gave him the foundations for it. And what did they do? Nothing. They had an opportunity when Dak Prescott was a rookie, when he was on his rookie contract, where you were a team that was young, still had a really good offensive line, and instead of saying, let's go all in, they wasted it. They wasted 3 potential Hall of Fame. Unfortunately, Travis Frederick didn't play long enough to become one. But they wasted 3 incredible offensive linemen. They did. So what makes you think that they're going to be able to rebuild a franchise? I hate to put it that way, but they can't get out of their own freaking way. They can't make a decision in real time so it doesn't hurt them. So when you say blow it up, it can only get worse.